Hey Gemini, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Empress Energy Magic. My name is Empress Energy. What we are doing in today's reading, this is the Mega Love reading for September 2022. And every month, at the beginning of the month, we're going to have one reading that encompasses the energy of you and your person's connection. So it's going to hit everyone, okay? So whether you are asking about a specific person in mind, okay, we're going to touch on that connection. We'll also touch on how you can manifest an ex back or a specific person back, whomever is on your mind. And then we'll also look into new love for those of you who are single and or looking. All right, we'll be looking into what is manifesting into your experience. Okay, so check the timestamps and we're gonna get started with, oh yeah, you guys, I forgot. So I welcome cross watchers here. So whether you are the Gemini or your person is the Gemini, this is your reading. Also, these are general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. You guys know the deal. You know the dealio, okay? If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, just check the description box below for booking details. They're only $25. They get emailed to you. They're really affordable and very convenient, okay? So check them out below. Let's get started for my Geminis. What's going on with my Gemini people? Let's see, this first one we're gonna do is for you and your person, for the Gemini collective and their person. What is going on in this connection between the Gemini collective and their person? What's going on with this connection? Give me the overall energy here, please. Okay, we have surface level relationship, fake love messages, not a real love connection, knowing the unknowable, unconventional lifestyle, exotic and mysterious. All right, give me one more. Okay, I'm hearing two more. We'll get two more. Give me two more, please. I feel like somebody's, hold on. We got resentment, invalidated, mistreating, been triggered. Yeah. Karmic connections. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of picking up on this energy, viewer, in this connection. There is an overall feeling of dissatisfaction coming from one of you in this connection. One person feels like they're wanting more and the other one kind of feels like they're pushing the other person away, okay? Someone in this connection also is very highly intuitive. It's like you just know things. I feel like there is a disconnection in this connection. There's a disconnect here, whether or not the two of you, for many of you, this doesn't feel like this is, I don't feel that you're in no contact, but there is a disconnect where this connection is concerned. And what I mean by that is, while you may be in contact with your person to some extent, now again, this is a general reading, so you know, if you are in no contact, that doesn't mean that this isn't your reading, okay? I'm just going off of the dominant energy that's coming through. I do feel like you are, for the most part, in some kind of contact with your person, but it doesn't feel very satisfying. And you know, what I'm hearing is pacifying. So it's like you're getting just enough to get you by from your person, okay? Breadcrumbing, in other words. And you're very intuitive. I feel the dynamic in this connection has changed to some point where it may have been in the past, and I'm hearing over the summer. Okay, so I'm in the Western Hemisphere, you guys, so we are getting ready to come out of the summer and into the fall. And so I feel like for many of you, it may have been hot and heavy for the summer. or we'll just say for the past 3 months, okay? For the past 3 or 4 months, we'll just put it that way. For the past 3 or 4 months, things have felt maybe really hot and heavy, but I do feel like things have started to cool down maybe over like the last month or so. And you are picking up, viewer, because I believe you are the intuitive one here, highly intuitive. You're picking up on like a reason behind that, and it's going to be a reason that, you know, your person is telling you, oh, you know, it's all in your head. What you're thinking isn't the case, but I am being told, viewer, that you need to follow and honor your intuition, which I believe you're doing. Because when I see Gypsy, I feel you are doing something. You may be traveling quite a bit, or even traveling in your mind. You're trying to get this whole thing, this whole situation off your mind, okay? And you may have already come to the realization or conclusion that maybe this is a karmic connection where this person manifested into your experience because they are meant to teach you something very important about yourself and your shadow, right? But here we have resentment, invalidated, and mistreated. That's what I was picking up on. Like your feelings, this person is basically, for some of you, it's straight up gaslighting. You know, you may have a very specific question for them, and they're making you feel like, you know, you're crazy for even asking that, when in fact, what you are picking up on is either 100% the exact situation, or it's very close to it. But this person may be making you seem or feel like you're crazy, you're way off the mark, you know, nothing's going on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever it is you are suspecting, I'm being told that, you know, your intuition for the most part is on point, okay? Yeah. Let's see, let's get the viewer's energy towards their person. What's the viewer energy towards their person? This is for the Gemini collective and cross watchers. What is the viewer's energy towards their person? Okay, yeah. Huh. So, I mean, you certainly love this person. There's a very, on your side, there's a very deep heart connection here, but you're seeing them show up as the King of Wands in reverse, okay? Which the King of Wands in reverse is going to be somebody, this right here says this person is, you know, a bully, possibly abusive, rude. I'm hearing nonchalant, okay? Nonchalant, indifferent. Like, I do feel like in the past few months, or over the past few months, this person had been showing up in the upright position of the King of Wands energy. So very passionate towards you. Their attention was on you. You were everything that they wanted. For some of you, they told you that you were their ideal, and then something happened and that energy just switched. And now all of a sudden it's like you don't exist to them. And this is how you're feeling, okay? I'm not saying that is their energy, but this is how they're showing up, and this is how you're feeling about it. You're feeling like you don't exist to them anymore. Well, it's like for you, you know, they still have your full undivided attention. In your heart and in your mind, it's just you and them. And the energy that you're picking up from them is the exact opposite. All right, let's get their energy towards the viewer. What's their energy towards the viewer in this connection? What's their energy towards the viewer in this connection? For September 2022, please. Their perspective of you completely flipped. Okay, so, yeah, there's just kind of like this energy of this person just kind of, and I feel like this is a pattern for them, okay? Like you're not the only one that this has happened to. This is kind of what they do, okay? I'm picking up very avoidant energy from your person, viewer, where, you know, they get with somebody And in the very beginning, it's like, you know how people experience a honeymoon period in a relationship? It's kind of like that, but with this person, it's like on steroids. I really feel kind of like the energy of love bombing coming from this person. Definitely an energy of love bombing. If you don't know what love bombing is, please look it up, okay? Yeah, I just feel that this person did a complete 180 where, you know, they were completely enchanted by you. You were the star of their show. Something happened and it flipped. Now all of a sudden it's like you don't exist to them anymore. So the energy, basically, viewer, that you are picking up, like what you are feeling this person is thinking, is doing, you are very intuitive, okay? Because over here you're feeling that you don't exist to this person. You're not the center of their attention or their world anymore. And that's because you're picking up on how they are thinking and feeling towards you in this connection. Yeah, this person, especially with the Hanged Man in reverse, like I said, something about their perception of you has changed, and it's like they're moving on. And I didn't want to say this, but, you know, I have to give you the message as it's coming through. They got bored in this connection, or with this connection. And it's nothing, and I know it's difficult not to take that personally. This is their pattern. This is how they operate in these kinds of connections. It's really hot and heavy in the very beginning. And then, you know, you guys, if you don't know what attachment styles are, if you don't know the dynamic between somebody, you know, who is maybe an anxious attachment style in relation to an avoidant attachment style, there's a book linked in the description box below called Attached. Okay, I highly recommend that you look that book up, read it. It'll give you an open-eyed, wide-eyed perspective on what is going on with this person. It'll help make it less personal and about you, okay? It's not anything that's wrong with you. This person has a really big problem with feeling tied down, with getting too close to people. And so this is it, you know, what they do, like when they instantly shut off, that is a subconscious protective mechanism for them. It happens with everybody, okay? It's not anything wrong with you or anything like that, okay? I'm feeling the need to tell you that yes, this person got bored in this connection, but it's not you. You're not the issue. What happened is, you know, they got to a certain point in the relationship, like they always do, and that switch flipped, and now they're moving on, okay? Let's see what the mutual energy is here. If you're having a hard time, you know, with this, and it's really doing a number on your self-confidence and your self-esteem and, you know, your sense of self-worth, you know, go check that book out. It's linked in the description box below. It'll help you put things into perspective and make it so that, you know, you're not taking this so personally, okay? All right, what's the mutual energies here? Show me the mutual energies. Yeah. I got the Judgment. Let me see. What's the mutual energy here between the Gemini collective? Okay, so there still is mutual attraction, okay? Mutual attraction is still there. You know, it's obvious on your side. It's not so obvious on their side, but it is still there. Interesting. We'll get to the outcome here in a minute because this is really interesting, and I hope that you hung on to this reading up to this point. I may even put something in the very beginning because I'm feeling like even though current energies on their side make it look like they're getting ready to move on, I have here with Judgment and then the Queen of Wands, there may be a surprise coming for you guys. There may be a surprise coming in terms of how this connection turns out, because they're attracted to you still. And there feels like there's going to be a decision made that attraction is going to highly, highly influence. And it's making me feel like it's going to be another 180. Like, right? Like it was hot and heavy. You were the center of their attention. They flipped and did a 180, and all of a sudden you're feeling like you don't exist to them. Well, I'm feeling like it's getting ready to flip again, okay? Because, look at this. Yes, okay. I look for you everywhere. These are messages from them to you, okay? Because I feel like, and this is mutual energy, but you already know your feelings towards it. I'm letting you know what what you don't directly know. I feel like you're picking up on it. But anyway, so from their end, this is mutual energy. Yeah, you have a lot of attraction still for this person. You're very attracted to them. What you may not know is that they are still very attracted to you. And they are also in the process of kind of a major decision that comes when it comes to this connection, and it's being highly influenced by their attraction to you, okay? So they're getting ready to do another 180, you guys, and they're going to start, seeking you out again, okay? So right now, or you may be feeling that, you are non-existent to them, like they don't think about you. The mutual energy is showing otherwise, okay? They still are very, very attracted to you. Very attracted to you. And it may have been them needing to move on, them moving on or trying to move on, like them moving on to somebody else to get their attention back on you, which I know it doesn't make sense. That's why I keep saying, go check that book out, Attached. Okay, it's linked in the description box below. Let's get one more. See, just being near you is intoxicating, and it's landing on top of the Queen of Wands. They're afraid to contact you. Yeah, because I feel like they've done a disappearing act is what I'm hearing. They did a disappearing act. I don't feel like they straight up ghosted you, but they may have quote unquote fallen off the face of the earth for a weekend or something where, that may not have been something that they have done in the past, and all of a sudden it's like, they just disappeared, all right, so their messages to you is, I look for you everywhere. I'm afraid to contact you. Just being near you is intoxicated. And then we have this, I trusted you. Okay, so they have, and there may have been something that happened in this connection between the two of you. Maybe you did something. Maybe they took it the wrong way. Something happened, though, that flipped this person's perspective or perception of you, that caused them to do a complete 180, that kind of caused them to see you in a different light. Something happened to where it's like you fell from your pedestal in their eyes. Okay? Now, for some of you, I'm feeling like it may be... maybe you did something to violate their privacy, or and let me put that in a different way. To them, you may have done something that to them feels like a violation of privacy. Okay, what I'm seeing in my mind, you guys, is showing up to their house unannounced, unexpectedly, where that may have been established, or it may not have even been established. It's almost like they just had this perception of you and how you operate, and you did something, and it caught them off guard. Like you did something they didn't think you would do. I don't think it's cheating. I don't think it's anything like that. You may have, I don't know, maybe you went through, their drawers, or, you read their journal or their diary, or you got into their phone somehow and looked at text messages, or you just showed up to their house unannounced, or something like that. Something happened. They didn't think that you were the kind of person that would do something like that. Okay, and what I'm hearing is that you only did that because they were acting so uncharacteristic, right? Some of you may have just popped up to their work because they weren't returning a phone call or something like that. Like you popped up unexpectedly, or you checked, you know, you got into their phone and checked their messages. For some of you, I feel like it's more or less what I keep coming back to is you popped up on them unexpectedly without calling or anything like that. But what I'm hearing you guys say is like, I've been calling, I've been trying to get a hold of them, and they you know, you feel like they're avoiding your calls, and the energy I am getting from them is they have been. Like, yes, they've been seeing you call, they've been getting your messages, and they have purposely, for whatever reason, not texted you back. And I feel like it may be because like you have an intuitive knowing of why that is. And what I am hearing is that to follow your intuition, because your intuition is rarely wrong. Okay, so whatever it is you think is the cause behind this sudden shift of energy that led to you doing something out of the norm for you, like just popping up on them unannounced, your intuition's on point, okay? But of course, this person has this way of operating where I don't have time to go into this. You guys just check the description box below, okay? All the way they're showing up is textbook when it comes to an avoidant attachment style type of person, okay? Things get too close, too intimate in a relationship. They start to feel suffocated, and it's not your fault. You know, they set the pace in the very beginning. They set the pace. The problem is they get to a point where they're not able to keep up with the pace that they set, okay? Just check out that book in the description box below. Please do that. All right, what's the outcome here for the Gemini collective and their person? What's the outcome here for the viewer? Okay, twin flames. So you're coming through with this energy of feeling like this person may be a twin flame to you, but the energy that's actually coming out is it's a karmic connection. I know people don't like hearing that, okay? This is the energy, this is the message that's coming through, all right? Please do not thumbs down this video. I'm just the messenger, all right? Take it up with your higher self, their higher self. I get that the attraction and the connection and the magnetic draw towards each other is very strong, but often, you know, karmic connections can often feel like twin flame connections. It doesn't mean that they always are, okay? And for those of you that don't believe in twin flame connections, this is just simply saying that, you know, you are still going to feel insanely drawn towards this person. Okay, and I will say that with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming up, okay, the fact that they didn't come up both in the upright position lets me know, yes, the two of you are very similar. The draw here and the power, the magnetic power between the two of you is very strong, but it's more of a karmic connection than it is an actual, I mean, it is a divine counterpart in terms of the two of you may have had a soul contract drawn up before you incarnated here. But the purpose, it's not a twin flame connection, it's a karmic connection in terms of it's only meant to teach you a very valuable lesson about yourself and your path here. More than likely, it's really bringing and exposing things, bringing things into your conscious awareness about your shadow, okay? We got clock with need time, takes time, time to heal, yeah. So you may be taking out some time to heal, viewer, from this connection. Let's see what the outcome is on their side, though. Because I feel like they're getting ready to do another 180 and come back. What is going on with this connection? Cassette. Replaying events over in your head, conditioning. So yeah, this is a pattern for them. This is something that they do in all of their relationships, okay? They are under the misguided perception that, you know, if they find the right person, okay, because they are completely asleep to their own patterning. They're not understanding it's nothing wrong with you. They think that if they find the perfect person, then they'll stop wanting to run. That's not it. It's, you know, hold on, let's get one more card for their outcome. What's their outcome? Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. Yeah, so they're going to come back towards you. And the fact that we got abundance here with being able to manifest exactly what you want, it, you know, what they want, what they're going to want with you, I feel is going to be another startup. Like, the funny thing is though here, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I do feel hold on, let me ask. Let's see, why is heartbroken here? Sad in separation. Let me get the mutual energy. We'll do that. Engagement ring and hammer. Ooh. Okay. Huh. They're hoping they're going to get what they want. They're keeping a positive mindset, thinking they're going to be able to come back into your experience. You guys, just be careful. I'm picking up on a couple of things, okay? Because I feel like they're going to come back and love bomb and restart things like they did before, and it's going to feel very familiar, very exhilarating on your side. But with the hammer here, it's like it's going to be shattered again. Okay? Heartbroken for me is making me think that you are actually going to reject it, whatever offer they come up with, because I feel like this engagement thing here, this was a mutual energy. I feel like this is something the two of you may have worked through or talked about together prior to them doing their first 180. You know, shattered dreams, shattered engagement. It's gonna happen again. The heartbroken could be, because I do feel like you may receive them. They may come back to you with the same thing. And it's like this, they think initially that, oh, you know, the butterflies are back. They're excited about you again. And then something happens and all of a sudden it's like they run. They take off and run. There's disappointment. And it's this attachment style thing that keeps kicking off with them. This avoidant attachment style. They get too close, things get too intense. It triggers something within their subconscious, which causes them to hyper fixate on what they perceive your flaws to be, which turns off that attachment to you, and then they're able to go, you know, and break up with you again. Okay, this feels like it's a cycle. It's a cycle in the making. Okay, so just be careful with that. Like I said, I feel like they're going to do a whole nother 180. That's what it's showing up as. That energy is showing up as too. So if you guys were talking about engagement and getting married before they did the first 180, they're going to come back and talk about that again. But it's going to be shattered again. It's going to be the same pattern over and over and over again. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what you can do if you are interested in manifesting this connection with them back in, okay? And not just the connection, you guys. We're going to talk about how to manifest in the kind of connection that you want to have with them, okay? Them showing up. So, in other words, how do you manifest them actually following through with the engagement and getting married and actually, you know, without... how can you manifest them not having an avoidant attachment style, which you absolutely can, you guys, okay? You can absolutely influence how your person shows up in your relationship, okay? If you don't know what the law of assumption is, or manifesting a specific person, or manifesting an SP for short, okay, go check out my other channel. It's called Your Wish Fulfilled. It's linked in the description box below. And also just start looking into the law of assumption, Neville Goddard, stuff like that. Okay, people are manifesting back their specific person, and they are manifesting in that specific, a version of that specific person, so that they can have the relationship with them that they want. Okay, it's absolutely doable. People are doing it every single day. Okay, all right, so how can my Geminis or Gemini cross watchers, how can they manifest their desired relationship with this person? Stepping stone. Okay, so taking it one step at a time, one day at a time. It's a process, you guys, okay? It is definitely a process. Business, higher power. Okay, so they're focusing on a couple of different things, which I feel you already are naturally kind of doing, because, you know, we got that gypsy card earlier. So you are already kind of in the process, or maybe even in the habit of, when things hit a roadblock in your relationship, you already know, you know, I need to take my focus off that person and put it on something else that brings me some semblance of joy and control, right? You already are doing that. So what the universe and your guides and your higher self, source, God, whatever, you know, whatever you resonate with, is telling you to do above and beyond that. Focus on your business, and definitely tap in more to what you believe is your higher power, okay? Taking your focus off what is or isn't going on with your person, and funneling in that energy towards something that you can actually directly influence. That's going to nourish more of a constructive feeling state, because as the law of assumption teaches, okay, the community that, or I should say, yeah, well, the community, but the law of assumption lets you know that you have the power and the ability to influence how a person shows up. And another thing is like choosing your highest good. And I believe that you will, because you can absolutely use this power for bad. Okay? In the law of assumption, it teaches that you are the operant power. You are the God of your reality. And you create, like your person is you pushed out. Look up everyone as you pushed out. Okay, and you start there. That's why it says the start of something bigger, gradually building on your success. Okay, your person is a mirror to what is going on with you inside. Okay, so if they are acting very avoidant with you, there may be something that you are avoiding looking at within yourself. Like I said, this is a karmic connection. They are trying to expose something very important in your shadow that has to do with your purpose here. Okay, so take your concerns and take your heartache and all of that stuff, you know, to your higher self, to your higher power, whatever that may be. And also focus on, you know, funnel a lot of your energy back into, I keep coming up with Taurus. I don't know. This happened in another reading too. Yeah, I didn't just get done doing Taurus's reading. Actually, I did Taurus's reading like several days ago. So some people here in the Gemini collective, okay, or who are, you know, connected to the Gemini, there's heavy Taurus energy coming through for you guys, okay? So either you have a lot of heavy Taurus placements, your person has a lot of Taurus heavy placements, and or, you know, there are messages in this series, in the Taurus reading, that are also very important for you. Okay, let's get one more card. The unseen. Trust in the unseen. Yeah. When you are working, you know, and you're brand new to the law of assumption, the law of assumption also teaches to, while you are manifesting your desired goal or reality or whatever. It's like radical acceptance of what is going on in the 3D reality. Because the 3D is simply a printout of what you are in the process of manifesting in every given moment, but there's a delay, right? And so while you are arresting current patterns that have created this dynamic between you and your person, there's something called a radical acceptance of what is happening in the 3D. Because it's going to take some time for the 3D to start to reflect the changes that are going on inside of yourself, okay? So if it doesn't look like there is movement coming within your manifestation of, manifesting back your specific person in a version that you want them to be, there is stuff going on behind the scenes. Just keep working on your manifestation, all right? You guys keep focusing on, the connection with your higher self and your higher power. Get your comfort there, I'm hearing, okay? And focus funneling in, that energy into your business, because it makes you feel good. And that's how we are able to manifest anything in, is through nurturing a constructive feeling state. All right, okay. Okay, next up we have new love for those of you who are interested in it. Oh, man. New love, new love. What is going on with the Gemini collective manifesting in new love? What's going on with new love for the Gemini collective during the month of September 2022? Show me the overall energy of new love coming in. What's the overall energy of new love coming in for the Gemini collective? There's timing coming up again. Timing issue. Time will tell. Don't worry about time. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about time. Timing issue though. Okay, what else is going on with the Gemini collective? I feel like there's just a lot of really frenetic energy here that I'm hearing it needs to be cleaned up. Something about cleaning up energy. Something needing to be, I'm hearing health. Something about health needing to be cleaned up. And that, health isn't just, physical health, although I am picking up on that as well. It's almost like when it comes to love, you guys, it feels like you may have some deeply hidden self-sabotaging and or self-limiting beliefs that make true, authentic love difficult to manifest in, because we're manifesting from our subconscious. I mean, we manifest our dominant thoughts. Okay, the problem with that is our dominant thoughts are 95% subconscious. So even consciously, if you're working on manifesting in either a new love or just love at all, you're gonna, maybe keeps coming up, maybe this is largely, so new love is largely gonna depend on you guys. Okay, we got feminine energy coming out, which for me in this context, feminine energy is all about allowing yourself to it's all about allowing and surrendering. Okay, masculine energy is the fixer, right? And we're talking about energy, we're not talking about gender. Okay, you don't have to think of it in terms of feminine versus masculine. You can think about it in terms of heart versus mind, or emotions versus thought, stuff like that. Okay, heart-based energy versus mind-based energy. Mind-based energy wants to fix things. It wants to change. It wants to fix and change and take care of and provide for. It wants to course correct, okay, when needed. Feminine energy is all about, okay, accepting what is, loving what is. That's actually a book by Byron Katie, Loving What Is. I highly recommend you read that one as well. Also linked in the description box below. Okay. Your ability to manifest in love during this month is largely going to depend on what you are allowing your energy to nurture. And if you are constantly focused on a belief system that says, I only attract unavailable partners, that is what you're going to continue to attract. And the energy is more ripe here for manifesting in new love, but it's going to depend on your ability to let go of timing. There may be something about you, Gemini collective or Gemini cross watcher, I should just say viewer, where you are hyper fixated on time for some reason when it comes to love and manifesting new love. There's something about being fixated on time. And part of feminine energy is being able to surrender and let go of wanting something, okay? Masculine energy is what wants, okay? Masculine is the ego, okay? Part of you. The feminine is going to, masculine is the conscious ego part of you. The feminine energy part of you is going to be kind of like the higher, the spirit, the soul, the deeper part of you that is also subconscious, okay? And feminine energy lets go of wanting things so that you can actually experience. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, my other channel, Your Wish Fulfilled, in the description box below actually teaches, because there's two processes to manifesting anything, okay? There's two processes to manifestation. No matter what it is you're manifesting, there is the masculine energy part, or if you don't like that, if you don't like masculine energy, just think about ego, mind-based, thought-based energy. Okay, ego, conscious energy versus, the feminine-based, or you can say emotion, heart-based, subconscious-based energy. You need to know when you're too much in one energy, and when and how to step into the other energy. Neither one are bad or good, they just are. But if you're feeling frustrated with love, if you're feeling just overall disenchanted or upset or disappointed or anything like that, and nothing seems to be happening, you're too much in your masculine based energy. Because there comes a time when you have to let go of trying to fix something or wanting to fix something and switch over into your feminine based energy, heart based energy, emotional based energy, and just surrender and let go and allow what is to simply be. Because that's how you clear the channel to get what you want. The way you fix something when it comes to feminine energy, if you're fixing, or trying to fix, trying to change, nothing's happening. And in fact, the more you try to fix, the worse things get. You're too much in that fixing energy. You need to switch over and just accept and allow and surrender. The way you fix it in that sense is by not trying to fix it at all. You just surrender. Okay? If you don't know how to do that, I teach that in my Your Wish Fulfilled channel. It's linked in the description box below, you guys, okay? So the overall message when it comes to new love, you guys, it's possible. We got two maybes and a yes here. We also have the yes is spring as far as new love and romance. It's literally right there, but it depends on your ability to let go and surrender timing. Timing for you feels like an issue. For some of you, it may be you feel like your time to have kids or a family is running out. Okay, that is coming up for some of you. Let go of that. Let go of wanting that. Not saying to let go of wanting to manifest that. Let go of how the 3D is or is not showing up. Okay, let go of wanting to control time. And I can feel some of your guys' egos being really resistant because you're not really understanding what I'm talking about or where I'm coming from. I'm not saying that you can't have it, that it's not possible. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that your resistance is what's holding up your manifestation. You have to let go of that resistance. That resistance is wanting to control, wanting to fix. You're too much in your masculine ego, conscious-based energy. You have to flip over into the feminine to clear that out, okay? There's also a video in the description box below called Releasing the Wants, okay? If you don't want to go to my channel just in general, at least go to the Releasing the Wants and watch that video. I think it's like 16 or 18 minutes long. But it's the process of how you get out of the masculine energy where you're holding on to it, not getting anywhere. You're spending a lot of energy on a hamster wheel, not doing anything or going anywhere, and flip over to, it's the process of how you're able to get out of that mode and into what's actually going to help you. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to end your reading there. I hope that it resonated. If it did, be sure to smash the like button. That's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel, as well as it helps to, grow the channel, keeps me in the, YouTube algorithm. Comment below, let me know what you thought. Share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. I will see you guys at your next reading. Thanks, Geminis.